Welcome to the PA Wilds Makers Market. My name is Stephanie. I am a juried artisan in the Wilds Cooperative of PA. And you'll also find my work in the PA Wilds Conservation Shops at Kinzua State Park and then also Leonard Harrison State Park. I have an online shop. I've been in business for 20 plus years. And now I finally, since 2017, have a great, big, beautiful studio. And I can really expand on a lot of what I do with the processes in making my pieces. So sit back and I will give you, in a nutshell, a tour of my studio and my creative space. Welcome to my studio. Here's a small display of jewelry that is already for shipping out and shows if need be, or if someone stops by wanting to find that gift. I make these beads out of polymer. And the bindings. These polymer made beads have a faux bark texture. Here are those beads. A lot of rivet work. And the jewelry is a cold connection that doesn't involve soldering. The cuffs that have a texture that I achieve from the rolling mill and impression plates. Connected to my kitchen, the studio is. Here's a shipping station. Everything all in one spot, so I'm not trying to find scissors and tape and everything that's needed for sending out orders. More or less an office area here. The rolling mill that was used to achieve those textures that you saw on the cuffs. I use copper as the metal, and it's very soft, so it accepts those textures beautifully. Those textures also go on my earrings and pendants, rings. A stump made out of black cherry that came over from my older studio. Leather belts holding a collection of hammers, old and new. Swing around. Bench shear to cut sheet metal, hydraulic press for forming and also cutting out shapes, the blanks used for the different designs. Here is a stamp that I have specifically made for the hydraulic press. It's very large. It goes on the keychains for sale at the PA Wilds Conservation Shop. And also online. The pancake dies that I just talked about with all kinds of different shapes. Some of them are themed, holidays, botanical, some little animals, some novelty shapes also. The sheet metal, different gauges, goes in and then is also pressed out with the hydraulic press. A grinding mill. Not a grinding mill. A grinder and polisher. Little lathe. The jeweler's bench that I work at to do pierced work. And the flex shafts. The motors that run the my little belt sander, and then also I have a hand drill. More impression dies that go with the hydraulic press to get all kinds of different shapes and textures for pendants. Soldering station. Rolling cart that works out great for tools. A selection of stamps that I just gathered yesterday that go on the mountain camping pendants. Some here that I had started to stamp. Showing the landscape. And I've already went in with a Cooper cobbler's hammer that has the little divots that add the texture and then also mimic, kind of like clouds. So the hammer marks that this gives off has just a very interesting texture that I use on all sorts of different things, like this PA Wilds branded pendant, along with all these other hammers to give all the textures to achieve kind of like a faux wood bark type of look on these pendants. The anvil is very special to me. And then with the farrier stump, it is a dead blow surface, so we don't have any bounce back with the hammers. So that's a little bit about the pendants and some of the pieces that I create for the different shops, the PA Wilds Conference conservation shops, and then also in my own personal shop. And I do custom orders, and you can find me at stephaniedisler.com, and all the links will be on there. Take you to my social media, my blog, the PA Wilds, all those links, the Wilds Cooperative of PA, my profile, and the pieces that are specifically branded for the Wilds. Well, thank you for coming in, and please ask any questions that you have. Feel free to ask them on different techniques that I would use, or things that if you have a custom order idea, and we'll chat. All right. Stay safe, take care, and enjoy your experience virtually today at the PA Wilds Makers Market.